and they just desperately need people that are interested in teaching, I'm perfectly happy doing this, and I would want to keep doing this in addition to that, but if they need somebody to teach kids about... Some of the classes that are being taught are classes that I have experience in, so... So they're upping pay, they're upping benefits, and they're removing restrictions. Now, you would still need a college degree, and your certificate would only be replaceable with professional experience and only in non-core classes. So it's like if you were a translator for a living with a degree in, with a college degree, then you could teach that language, right? So, will I read the books? Yeah, let's read the books. Are there books? I don't see books. Okay. Alright. If we didn't get strangers, if we got strangers, I should really come back here unsynced to read the books. I think that's only fair. Because they didn't sign up for that. But that was all you guys, right? No strangers. Okay. That's so cool. Oh, those things are so cool. I remember the first time I saw them thinking they were cool. I mean, I think the dev team does a great job of, like, even if you don't know the story, this is just a cool dungeon. Like, in any game. Just pick this up and drop it into WoW. It's just cool. You're fighting books, you're in this big library, moving around on all these little, like, hollow platforms. It's awesome. I do have a better weapon. There we go. I was like, I think I got a new something for this. Oh! On Garlean Hierarchy! Nice! Nice! Okay. Cool. One of you referenced this when I had this question. I said, like, how do we know what all these different Garlean names say? And they're like, well, there's a book in the game that tells you. Alright, alright, alright. Ads again? No way. It hasn't been long enough. Okay. The rise of the Garlean Empire in the year 1522 of the 6th Astral Era led to significant changes in the structure of Garlean society. This is the most evident in the adoption of titles which serve to indicate an individual's place within the social hierarchy. The following information was compiled with the aid of informants within the Empire and has yet to be verified. Royalty, Zos. The Emperor, Ye. Member of the royal family in the line of succession, Lear. Member of the royal family who has no claim to the throne, Military Van, Legatus Toll, Tribe is Tribunus Laticladus, Sas Tribunus Augusticladus, or Prefectus Castral. Rem, Primus Pilus or Pilus Prior. Quo, Primi Ordains or Centurion. Pia, Optio. Tessarius or Decurio. Owen, Duplicarius or Legionarius. Specialists, Non, Chief Engineer or Mao, Primus Medicus or Senior Magitech Technician. Lux, Chief Medicus or Magitech Technician. Here, Senior Medicus or Senior Technician. Yen, Medicus or Technician. Whoa! Whoa! There's so many more than I thought there were. Like, I knew there were names, I just didn't know there were that many. There's so many. So, alright. Cool. That's a lot. That's a lot of names. Wild players have a really bad habit of kicking. I mean, it just depends. Like, early in an expansion, it's not that bad. Depends on what you're queuing for and what, right? I mean, like, party finders. It is not uncommon for me to see somebody drop after 2 wipes in a party finder, so. It happens. But they leave instead of kicking. But it's the same result, right? You don't clear the content. Public officials. Lyle, Dictator or Principes Senatus. Head, Consul Praetor. Tribunus Plebis. Aedilis or Quaestor. Go, Censor. Fey, Unknown. Ear, Unknown. Deuce, Lictor. This hierarchy extends to the general populace as well, though it is far less complex. The majority of citizens bear the boss title, and there is a similar group which appear to be comprised of respected artisans who have adopted the Sen title. The Ain title is bestowed upon peoples who have annexed territories and indicates that they lack even the most basic rights afforded to a citizen. However, many Gallians view this as an opportunity rather than a condemnation, as citizenship may be granted to those who have demonstrated exceptional skills, as well as those who have contributed 20 or more years of military service. Interesting. Alright, let's fight a book. Oh, I don't have a gap. Where's my gap closer? I pressed the gap closer button, but it didn't do anything. Oh, that's funny. I'm slow. I'm slow, my lord. It'd be better if I was just standing in the right spot to begin with. This is a much better spot to tank. Out, out, out. In. Oh god, get nailed. God. Why am I so slow? That heavy off is awful. Easy. Alright. Out. In. Way better without the slow. The slow is what made that miserable. Words of Winter. Looks like AoE heals can target just about everything, though. That's kind of nice. Now we get repelled. Forward. Gap closer's waiting in Stormblood. Of course it is. Of course it is. Crash with 10 months. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing Prime with us. Cool. Do I get to run through? Oh, we run straight through the book. That was weird. Charlian. These are Charlian. The loot is Charlian. Like, that's what it's called. What a great set name. Oh man, that's awesome. Cool. I like it. I like it. I'm hopeful that when they redo Dragoon and stuff, that like making them level smoother will be part of it, and we'll just see like 2 jobs per expansion get a complete rework. And some may only need like minor adjustments, and some may need literally ground up overhauls, but just the idea that every expansion we would get new jobs, as well as we would take old jobs and we would bring like 2 of them up to speed while maintaining the existing ones. So like Summoner and Monk, stay on top of it. Next expansion, we have Dragoon, Astro, Summoner, Monk, as well as the 2 new jobs. And hopefully as jobs are added, those are added in a way where they won't have to be revisited. That way, several expansions from now, we start to see, okay, it feels like, you know, half the jobs have been redone. 3/4 of the jobs have been redone. I mean, it would take a long time that way, but I don't think every job is that urgent, so I think after a couple expansions, it would start to feel pretty freaking good. That's a door. Can I not go through that door? More Charlian loot. Cool. Chapter 1. The 6 Nativities and Myriad Creation. The spark of lightning ignites when it strikes, and thus fire is born. The heat of fire renders to ash all that it touches, and thus earth is born. The density of earth shuns and harbors cold, and thus ice is born. The armor of ice melts away, and thus water is born. The moistness of water mists and rises, and thus wind is born. The gusts and sighs of wind gather the clouds, and thus lightning is born. Chapter 2. The 3 Conquests, boundless and unwavering. Earth grounds lightning, water erodes earth, lightning boils water. Chapter 3. The 3 Submissions, timeless and unending. Fire is exhausted by wind, ice is melted by fire, wind is obstructed by ice. Cool. So that's where those, like, triangles come from. Because when we're in Charlian, they have that. They have those diagrams. Like, Jesse Cox made some beautiful ones and used some that are in-game, but, like, I think in Endwalker there was some in-game ones. So it's not just, like, an artist outside of game kind of making things with hindsight, like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Like, the game was like, no, these are teaching materials. Alright. Though there is some debate as to whether or not Melva Blofison is in league with her Lost, and her League of Lost Bastards were the first Eorzeans to discover the Western continent, there is no denying that their navigatorial charts were instrumental in establishing the major trade routes of today. No, there's no debate. It was discovered 300 years ago. She hadn't been alive that long. Moreover, the accounts from their expedition are widely regarded as the informative and entertaining. Of particular note is on their first encounter with Mamul Jar, as well as the other indigenous peoples and creatures which seem curiously intent on demise. Unless you're talking about the New World. These travel journals have since inspired a legion of explorers and treasure hunters to retrace the League's journey, yet in spite of their numbers, the existence of a bleeding city of gold remains unconfirmed. Is that the New World? I didn't realize there was even a rumor that Merlwyb had been there. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal. Okay. The Golden Cities of the New World. So it's just objectively the Americas inspired. So Amazon already released that expansion. It's a standalone MMO. And Brian will be playing it for a charity stream this Friday. Done. I don't think he's going to meet Merlwyb, but that's because she's back here. Is there one? No? Okay. Interesting. She has been. She's not just claiming that. Now this is all legible, so does anybody know what this says? I assume this has been translated. What I don't want 7.0 to be is everything. So what I don't want 7.0 to be is one continent in Mercidia, one continent in the New World, one continent in the Void, or one zone in the Void, and it's like, okay, Void's wrapped up, Mercidia's wrapped up, New World's wrapped up, one in Corvos, it's wrapped up, and just this world tour, and they just take all these things they built up that could each be their own expansion, and you just blast through it, and you yeet what could be 10 years of deep, meaningful lore.
Roar! Oil everywhere! You shall pay dearly, accursed mortals!
Must have been avoidable, or it wouldn't have, So, I just think it's, you spend all these time building it up, and then you just yeet it. I think Shadowlands feels rushed. Shadowlands could have been their chance to pay off and handle retcons for decades, and instead it's a 2 patches and out expansion. And it's the World of the Dead. It was originally spun up as a zone that the original creators of WoW wanted to make.
I am done. My master seal is broken.
So, you think anything we do in the Void would be wrapped up within this expansion? That would be such a bummer. We could do an entire Shadowbringers there. Because it's not just about being in the Void. It's about what the Void means for everywhere else. Did I skip the other books? What books? What? No? I didn't skip any books. I've seen no white text. It's possible we miss a book, but it looked like the ones that I might be missing, Chris has been marking them. We've been learning about Garleans. We're learning about the New World. That's how we got off on that subject. So, I don't think I missed any yet. And all of this will be edited down and put over on YouTube. There are more books in the hard mode. Oh, that makes sense. Have I finished Heavensward? No, what I have left is over there. So I'm on, I'm 84 of 94 quests, 3 of 6 dungeons complete, 2 of 3 trials complete. I think that number's on pace right now. So we're close. And this is base 3.0, not patch content. So. Yeah, no, I put it down there. I know it's tucked out of the way. It's not super easy. It's super obvious. I made the text small. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, it's not... That should be our current status. And I did that because I know not everybody can stick around, and that way you know if there's like one particular part you want to see, you kind of know how close we are, or if we already missed it, or whatever. So, I don't know what all I'm missing, but that should hopefully... That's the best I can communicate with you without spoiling. I'm not doing optional dungeons, so these are just the MSQ dungeons. Like, I didn't do Dusk Vigil, so I don't know the lore of the optional dungeons. We're missing those. Beauty is ephemeral, but it needn't be. My Lady Amandine knows this well. Lovely creature that she is. Would that I could have the genuine article in my keeping, but alas, I shall have to settle for a pale imitation. The vessel is not quite up to my usual standards, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say. I washed and anointed it per the instructions, then secured it to the bed with chains. Wouldn't want her to get ideas above her station. Oh no. gods, just the thought of it is enough to get my blood pumping. I can hardly wait to welcome my beloved succubus into this world. Who wrote that book? Who wrote that book? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the history of Hawk Manor. Who wrote that book? Oh, man. So, I don't know what order we'll do everything post 3.0. Step 1, do 3.0. I'd love to get some class quests out of the way. I wanted to get more class quests done before we moved on to ARR, but the first and foremost priority is to stay MSQ ahead of the duty support system. So, whoop. He's a hook. I don't think I ever noticed that. What a sorry idea. The power of the library compels you. The tentacles. So many tentacles. And the sound of it writhing on the bed. Gods, just listening to it is agony. I've made a terrible mistake. Oh. 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 Okay. Favnarian. Okay, cool. The ever-living bibliotaph. I don't think I ever realized this was a book. Oh, that is awesome. My grandma was a librarian. I'm from a family of readers, and I could picture my grandma being like, I got you this comic book. It's super cool. It's about a super book. No, not the super book. But knowledge is power. It's like a PSA as a dungeon boss. Oh. Captain Planet. Wind, water, earth, fire, and heart. I know your weakness. I am your history. I, after all, am a book. No gap closer. Sad face. Sad face. I'll tell you, this scene right here, this gets cut from the TV show. They don't put in book boss. I didn't notice this was a book, no. I didn't notice how bug-like Ravana was. I fought Ravana 1,000 times. I farmed Ravana for blue mage skills, for mounts. I don't know. I just didn't notice. I don't know. It was like a big... I don't know, he's like a big golem-looking dude. Maybe like a chest, like a familiar? Conk, 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 conk. If you skip the opening cutscene, you don't see the pages flutter, so, like... I don't know. Never really thought about it, I guess. This is... Oh. I'm here from the School of Hard Knocks, and I'm the effing headmaster. Game on. Principal Derplander is here. It's so dumb. I take it you found the tome. Well, let's see it then. I found some research compiled by you on a device known as the etheric converger, which we're calling a RAM. My, this is it all right. Stola, boy, put down whatever you're doing and come here. Meteor has returned with the tome. Oh. Thank the gods. But another minute under Master Matoya's exacting supervision and I would certainly have lost my mind. Or mayhap merely my temper. Some things never change indeed. Well, I, for one, appreciate the exacting supervision. In short, while we have been here, I feel I have gained a far better understanding of arcane entities than I did during my entire time at the studio. Should the opportunity present itself, I should very much like to employ this knowledge for the betterment of mankind. Create a new variety of carbuncle, perhaps. Are you telling me that carbuncle glam was canon? And every time Yoshi P was asked about it, he was like, I don't know. Because it's also mentioned in maybe like a relic quest? Alright. Don't get ahead of yourself, boy. Louis Swar's grandson or no, it'll take another decade under me before you can call yourself a scholar. And a deal more than that to make you a scholar worth a damn. As you may have gathered, Master Matoya is not easily impressed. Indeed. So, Meteor has returned with the tome, has he not? Shall we examine it? Alright, alright.